Hi, this is Josh with Major Third Music here in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm putting together this tutorial today on how to read a chord picture. Seems pretty basic to most guitarists, but about 60 to 70% of my new guitar students need at least a little bit of help in understanding how to read these. So, let's get started. 3 factors that go into reading a chord picture. First, you've got your vertical lines, which represent the strings on a guitar. You can see that there are 6 vertical lines, and you can see that there are 6 strings on a guitar. Next, you've got your horizontal lines. The horizontal lines represent the frets, which go across the neck, these metal strips here. Now, the last thing, you've got your dots, which represents the fingers that you're going to place on the guitar. So, we can think of this like a grid. Find the vertical line, find the horizontal line, and the dot marks the spot where your finger goes. Okay, look at one more thing. Thick strings are on this side, thin strings on this side, and we'll talk about thick strings or thin strings. That will be our point of reference. Instead of trying to learn E, A, D, G, B, E, these are for later. We can really kind of jumpstart the process. Get started a bit more quickly, learn songs a bit more quickly, and increase your motivation to learn those notes. Okay? So, let's take a look at E minor. Now you can see that our thickest string is empty. There is no dot on the thickest string. So, we don't have to worry about this string. But the one next to the thickest string does have a dot. That's this string right here, the second string. Okay, now let's take a look at where that dot is on the second string. It's not on the nut, which is this plastic part here. It's not on the first fret. Here it is on the second fret. So let's take a look at this. It's not on the nut. It's not on the first fret. It's on the second fret. So that means you're going to put a finger just above that second fret on the second string. Okay, now the next dot is on the third string, the third thickest. Not on the nut, not on the first fret. Here it is on the second fret. How does that relate to the guitar? It's not on the nut, it's not on the first fret. Here it is on the second fret. So let's place both these fingers on the second fret of the second string and the third string and give it a try. Should sound good, should sound just like that. And if it doesn't sound like that, then it's because of one or two things. Pressure or placement. If it's because of pressure, you just need to push down hard enough. Harder. If you're not pushing down hard enough, then you can get a buzzing type of sound or no tone at all. So just push down a little bit harder. Placement. Okay, first off, you want to make sure that you're using the tip of your fingers, because that actually allows us to push down a little bit harder, and also we're closer to the bone. This part of the finger is a little bit patty. It's got a little bit of skin, flesh, so it's a little bit harder to push down with that spot. Okay, use the tips of your fingers. The other thing, we want to be really close to that second fret. If we're not close enough, then we might get that buzzing sound I was talking about. No tone at all, or a muffled tone. So make sure you're nice and close, and you'll have a good clear tone with that. Okay, there's chord 1. This is one of the first chords that I teach all of my students. Let's go to A. This is another basic chord. Okay, we'll just go through the same process, and after this it should be very clear to you how to read a chord picture. Okay, the thickest string is here. It's empty. The second thickest string is there. It's also empty. The third thickest string is there, and it has a dot. Okay, so let's take a look. The picture shows nothing on the nut, nothing on the first fret, and the dot on the second fret. So we're going to put a finger there. Now, nothing on the nut of the next string, nothing on the first fret, but a dot on the second. So they're side by side. Now take a look at the next string, which is this one here. Nothing on the nut, nothing on the first fret, but there's a dot on the 2nd fret. How does that relate? Nut, 1st fret, 2nd fret is here. So that means that all of these are on the 2nd fret, the 2nd metal strip. And let's give it a shot. Should sound just like that, okay? If it doesn't, check your pressure, check your placement. Maybe go through the process again to make sure that your fingers are in the right spot. But hopefully you've got a good sounding chord. Now if you've got any other questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. My information is here, major3rdmusic.com. Also, if you're interested in piano or guitar lessons here in the Des Moines area, please give me a call. I'd love to hear from you either way. Okay, so I hope this video helped, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.